Hi everyone, let's talk about subcontracting in government contracting. So, subcontracting is when you have a company that hires an external company to perform a specific part of a contract or a project. So, a big example that you probably know about in your daily life is Amazon. The delivery companies that deliver for are subcontractors. They're not part of Amazon. They're not part of the company, but they are subcontracted by Amazon to perform a specific part of the shipping process, which is last mile. I think it's called last mile shipping. Another example in the business world is Tesla. They're not popular now, but they have 26 known suppliers. So, as you can see in this picture, each one of these parts or components of the company is built by a specific. Each one of these you could consider as a subcontracting project. Now, in government contracting, it's more known that you have an opportunity with the government and you partner or you subcontract that contract to a company that performs the job. So, and a quick example is, let's say there's a government contracting opportunity in DC, but you're based in LA, and you find a subcontractor in DC, a janitorial company that would be able to perform the job in DC, and then you would pay them their fee. So, why do people utilize subcontracting? And this is a specifically for government contracts. So, first and most important and most common actually reason is the size socio certificates. So, if you have a prime or a company that doesn't have they are too big and the opportunity is specifically for small businesses, they can't work on it. Or, for example, it's a set aside for Indian companies or women owned businesses or veteran owned businesses. So, what companies do is they partner with businesses that have those certificates because they are eligible to apply for them, they have them, so they work with them. Another one, which is 71%, they just on pure capability. They have the capabilities to perform the job. 56% is past performances. And then lastly, you have lower labor cost, agency relationship, and then you have geography, which is 15%. That means that the subcontractor is based in a location that makes sense where your company doesn't. So how does the process, like what does the process looks like? So usually as a company, you assess the value proposition that you offer. You identify potential teaming partners, so companies that you can subcontract the government contract to. Then you want to market to them. You want to sell them on the idea to work with you on this project, why they should work on you. You have to market it to them. You establish some sort of an arrangement with them. And then once you have that established, you then go and win an opportunity, hopefully, with them. You submit a bid and win the opportunity with them. Now, as I promised, I'm going to show you the easiest way to find potential subcontractors. And I'm going to use samsearch.co, but you can, no, you can't do this other ways, but you could just get the idea. But it's pretty easy way to find subcontractors. What I like to do, let's say I'm looking at this, I'm searching for janitorial government contracts, and I found this one, which is in District of Columbia. Now, what I can do is, let's say I like this opportunity, but my company is not, for example, based in District of Columbia, and I want to still bid on this. So what I could do is find a subcontractor. Now, the subcontractor feature here you find when you scroll at the bottom, it will show you possible and potential subcontractors that you could pitch this idea to, make an arrangement, and submit a bid with them. So as you can see, for each one of the results, you are getting the name and then reviews and then the location. And then once you click on show details, you'll be able to visit their website, get their phone number, and also you'll see recent reviews for each one of them. So this one is a janitorial specific services. So we got a lot of websites in that space. So this one, for example, as you can see, it's Maryland Janitorial Services, and they focus on these areas. And then you could read more on them. You could see the work they have done. If they have some sort of testimonials or past performances, it would be ideal if they have worked with a government agency before. And you can do this for every single one of the options. As you can see, there are plenty of options and sorted by reviews. So you could choose, okay, this one has a 5-star review and they have 55 reviews, a potential high quality subcontractor that you could subcontract this opportunity to. And what you can do is, I'm not sure if their website is going to load, but you can go and visit each one of them and each one of them would probably have a some sort of a contact page where you can reach out to them. They have a contact page like this one where you can reach out to them. But what do you reach out to them with? You have to pitch them on this idea. Now, a lot of people would like to build a rapport with companies before they pitch them anything. But let's say you are in the phase where you want to give them details about this. What I like to do, I like to ask Sam Search AI to break down. I've done this before, but I'd like to break down this opportunity and write an email to a potential subcontractor pitching this project to collaborate on. So as you can see here, we are getting a first breakdown. So a summary of the project title, scope of work. We're getting here key detail like the square feet, which is important for the subcontractor to know if they have the capability to support a size like this and they have multiple buildings. Then we are getting here evaluation criteria and specified. For example, technical proposal is 80 points total, and then the price is 20, and then the 80 is split between technical approach, experience, and past performance, sorry, and price is the competitive price evaluation based on the lowest bid. So we have to come with a really competitive price. So the more companies I contact here, the more quotes I get, the better I will have a better estimate for the government because I'm trying to win this. So I'll probably have to find the lowest bid such that I make sure I win this and I fulfill the job as expected. And then here I'm getting an email to potential subcontractor. As you can see, I hope you're doing well. I'm reaching out to discuss an exciting opportunity for collaboration involving janitorial services for the District of Columbia Courts. Here are the project overview. Why collaborate? We believe that your expertise in specific expertise or services that align with the project. So we could ask it actually to fill this out, would complement our capabilities perfectly, and then we can get their name or whatever. But it's as simple as that. Once you're happy with the email, you could ask it obviously to modify. You could say they are they have past performances with the government. Mention that in the email. For example, I'm just trying to show you that you can modify the email. So if you're not satisfied with the first iteration, you can always update it. Now, once you are done, so as you can see, you're getting a next step. You could also give the AI your email and your phone number, and you'll be able to submit this. So let's say we take this all together. You come here to the contact section, you paste it, your name, your email address, and there you have it. You could ask for a quote. Actually, you could say, I want an email for a quote. So you can be creative, but this way you are just doing the searches for subcontractors in one place. You don't even have to do the search. The AI is doing the searches for you. You're getting the website, the recent reviews, and then once you have these, you can just plug in the information and you'll have an email ready. Obviously, you have to do your due diligence. I've done mine, breaking down this opportunity and seeing that it's a good fit for me or not. I had to break down the proposal section, the technical proposal, price proposal. You have to understand this deeply before you pitch it to someone because people would not take you seriously if you don't do that. So you have to be very careful. Your reputation is very important. I hope this was helpful. Obviously, this would work ideally for service-based subcontracting opportunities. If you type in, for example, technical stuff like cybersecurity and things like that, it might not be ideal. But if we're talking about construction, if we're talking about janitorial services, HVAC, any service-based or even product-based, you will find a lot of good potential subcontractors that you could just reach out to and hire to work with, actually collaborate with to win government contracts. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you soon.